Good morning, students. I am going to teach you BA Part 1st, Paper 1, Poetry and Drama. And the title of the poem is Not Marble Nor the Gilded Monument. It is also known as Sonnet number 55 and it is written by William Shakespeare. I have already given you a short introduction about the rhyme scheme of Shakespeare's sonnet and what is a sonnet and how to determine a rhyme scheme of any poetry. So those who have no idea can refer back to my previous video. So before we begin, I would like to give you a short bio note about Shakespeare. Although you all know not much authentic documentation is available about Shakespeare's life, but a lot of work has taken place by Shakespearean scholars and whatever has been known has been brought to the perusal of the scholars. So Shakespeare, as you all know, he was born at Stratford-on-Avon and he is also known as the national poet of England and Bard of Avon. Shakespeare got married to Anne Hathaway, who was 8 years elder to him, and he had Suzanne as his first daughter, and twins were born, that is Judith and Hamlet. Hamlet, who was a boy, he died at the age of 11, and after his death he was as it is very natural also, he was overcome by extreme sorrow and he composed some great tragedy during this period, that is after this personal tragedy of losing a son. And Hamlet was written after the death of his son Hamlet. Now Shakespeare, his greatness cannot be denied and he is also known as father of English literature. Now let's begin the analysis of the poem. The first line, not marble nor the gilded monuments. So here in the first line there is, which figure of speech is there? There is alliteration. And what is alliteration? Alliteration is repetition of two or more consonants. So here in the first line, the letter M is repeated, marble and monuments. So it is alliteration. And when vowels are repeated, it is known as asona. Okay. And there is also personification in the first two lines. Personification of the monuments. And what is personification? Endowing human qualities in inanimate things. So the poet, here he says, not marble nor the gilded. Gilded means gold plated. And monuments, you know, big buildings. Okay. So he says no great monuments which may be gold plated or which may be created in marble, which are built by princes or kings, shall outlive this powerful rhyme. It shall not outlive this powerful rhyme. What he means to say is, this poem is more powerful than great monuments built by princes and kings. But you shall shine more bright in these contents. Now he is referring to his beloved and he says that the beloved will outshine in these lines and these lines will outlive the great monuments built by great princes and kings. Now in the third line is also there is alliteration, shall shine, repetition of the sound sh and sh. Then unswept stone besmeared with sluttish time, and he says these monuments, these statues which are built by princes, they are not much taken care of in the future and with time they get dirty also. When wasteful war, here again W and W, it is repeated and it is alliterative. When wasteful war shall statues over. As you all know that wars are very wasteful and in these wars, great statues, great monuments, they are destroyed. So great statues, they are overturned. Okay, they are destroyed. And broils. Broils means fights which take place in the wars. Root out, uproot the work of masonry. Masonry means monuments built by masons. As you all know that wars are very destructive and great works which are made by masons, they are also destroyed. Wars are very wasteful. Nor Mars. Now Mars refers to the Roman god of war. Nor Mars his sword, nor war's quick fire shall burn. So he's saying neither, even if god of war, that is Mars, comes himself swaying his sword, or war becomes very destructive and there's a fire which takes place and burns everything, even that will not destroy the living record of your memory. The living record means the written memory. That is, this poem cannot be destroyed by wasteful wars, or even if the god of war, that is Mars, according to the Roman mythology, he himself comes. This record of the poet's beloved cannot be destroyed. Against death and all oblivious enmity. Now, oblivious means forgetfulness. All oblivious enmity means enmity, which is forgetful of everything. Against death and all oblivious enmity shall you pace forth. Pace forth means stride forward. Matlab, against death, against enmity of wars, the poet's beloved will pace forward through these lines of the poem. Your praise shall still find room. And as long as this poem survives, as long as there are people to recite this poem, the beloved will always survive even great wasteful wars. Even in the eyes of all posterity, posterity means future generation, even if this generation is destroyed, the next generations, whenever they come, they will they will read this poem, and in the records of this poem, the beloved will be relived. That wear this world out to the ending doom. Now, doom refers to the doomsday or the judgment day. In biblical, there's a biblical allusion, and it refers to the judgment day when Jesus Christ, he will come on the earth, and the dead will, the souls which are the dead, souls of the dead will arise from the graves, and the living will die, and everybody will come in front of Lord Jesus Christ, and they will be punished according to their deeds. So this refers to the doomsday or the judgment day. So he says, till the judgment day, when everything is destroyed, the beloved will continue to live in these lines. So till the judgment that yourself arise. So he is saying, when on the judgment day, the poet's beloved, when she will arise, her soul will arise, you live in this. Till the judgment day, poet's beloved will continue to live in these lines of the poem written by William Shakespeare and dwell in lovers' eyes. And the beloved will forever live in the eyes of the poet. Thank you for watching. If you have any queries, you can contact me personally, or you can post a comment. Thank you, students.